show, the inimitable superstar of our times, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. And so it's always an honor and a pleasure to be talking to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You're very kind and gracious. I don't deserve all these wonderful words that you say about me.
So every time I start my interview with you, you're so humble that, 2 minutes goes off in me convincing you that you're the biggest superstar of our times. But today we are going to be talking about your latest show, Aaj Ki Raat Hai Zindagi. We've seen the promos. It has you dancing up a storm in an elevator. It's about you keeping it positive. But we don't know much else about the show.
Yeah. We felt that, life is full of negativity, pessimism, a lot of incidents which are not pleasant to hear or see. Every day you pick up the newspaper, there's some negative news, violence somewhere, some corruption somewhere. But somewhere within all this negativity, there are individuals and moments that are happy as well, that are progressive in thought, that are doing things which is perhaps bringing some kind of happiness in some other person's lives. And very little is known about these people. How wonderful it would be if we could pull them out from where they are and not really expose them, but introduce them to the rest of the world through this wonderful medium of television, and introduce them to millions and millions of people. And not just introduce them for what they do, but perhaps raise some kind of question in the minds of the viewers of whether would they not also want to do something which would perhaps make somebody's life a little more happy. I am just a coordinator of all these incidents and present it to the audience. The idea of the promotion is to not just be able to bring to the audience what they've done, but also to express to them a kind of celebration that we do for them.
Right.
And therefore, it's like a celebration of their good deed that they do.
Right.
And we create that platform to celebrate their life. Life is beautiful.
So basically this is about bringing forth agents of happiness, perhaps. And, while I was hearing you talk right now, this quote occurred to me where, it says, life is so difficult, why would you not be kind?
Yeah.
So in all these years, is that something that you have personally learned and imbibed, kindness and to spread joy, which you do through your medium of film?
But who doesn't think like that? I think we all do.
Right.
You would have to be a really cruel, nasty person if you didn't think like that. But I think we all have this element that, I wish we could do something good, whether it's a member of your family, whether it's a dear friend, whether it's somebody from society. You're walking down the street, you see somebody in problem. I think the natural instinct is to go out and help them, or at least make an effort to help them. So I think those are the sentiments that we all have. And looking at it in a larger perspective, I feel that amongst all the, as I said, the pessimism and the negativity that we see every day, we forget that there are people who are also doing something good.
So
they're making life something which is beautiful and happy for somebody else.
So at this point, I really have to, talk about the fact that you were the first person to help out farmers. Many years ago, you paid off debts of a lot of farmers. I mean, of course, it's an initiative taken up by many celebrities today, but you've done this quite some time back. So I think charity is something that you have, imbibed into your life, and perhaps that is something you continue until today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's just that, I don't like talking about it, but because you brought the subject up, I must endorse that. Yes, it's been almost 6 or 7 years maybe that I came across the news of these farmers committing suicide, and it was very painful to realize to us in general, a meager amount of money for which they were committing suicide, 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, which seems a little, inconsequential for us to be talking about that, but that amount of money meant a lot to them, and they were unable to pay that money. And if there was somebody who had the means to be able to look after that, even if we could take care of 2 people's lives by paying off that money, then we are saving 2 lives, saving a family, because the men were responsible for their families, and then there are incidents where once they, they pass away, then their family goes into all kinds of trouble. So yes, I looked after about 50 families 7, 8 years ago, and then about 4 or 5 years ago, even here in Vidarbha, I took care of 50 families. We paid off their debts and saved about 100 farmers from committing suicide. It's terrible to hear people talk like this and behave like that, or even get something like this within their system, that they were ready to give up their lives because they were unable to pay 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. So I think that not just as an individual, but as a society at large, whoever can go out and help them, it would be wonderful. And that really is a kind of a sentiment that you will find in Aaj Ki Raat Hai Zindagi, where there are people who are doing such wonderful things without any kind of acknowledgement, without anyone pushing them into it. This is something coming from within, and how wonderful if we can acknowledge that, bring it to the notice of many others, and hopefully encourage others to do similar.
Sir, the name of the show is Aaj Ki Raat Hai Zindagi, and tonight, Saturday night, but more importantly, it's the eve of your birthday. I know you like to keep it low key, but I'm sure for Aradhya's sake there is going to be a cake that's going to be cut.
I don't know. We'll find out tonight. But
you're going to be turning 73 years young. So
yeah, stepping into 74 is more appropriate.
Okay, but any message out to all the youngsters, or perhaps even out to yourself? You can choose.
Nothing. It's just another year gone by. I'm just happy that I'm alive and still breathing to do some work. I think work is very important. It keeps you busy, keeps you mobile. I'm very fortunate that I still have some work to do, and there are people who, some of them, who still want to work with me, and I get excited about that. And that's how wonderful life is.
Fantastic, sir, and we hope you keep conquering many frontiers. You've made television bigger by stepping onto it, and we wish you all the very best for the show as well.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
so much, sir.
Thank you.